What really drives human behavior? What hidden factors influence crime rates, parenting, and even the names we give our children? In Freakonomics by Stephen D. Levitt and Stephen J. Dubner, the authors use data to uncover shocking truths about everyday life. The connections they reveal will make you question everything you thought you knew. Imagine a daycare introduces a fine for late pickups. You'd expect parents to become more punctual, right? But the opposite happens. Late arrivals increase. Why? The fine shifts parents' guilt into a transaction. They no longer feel morally obligated to arrive on time. Similarly, when people were paid to donate blood, the number of donors decreased. Incentives, it seems, don't always work the way we expect. Freakonomics shows how motives often clash between moral and financial worlds. And cheating, it's more common than you think. The book reveals systemic cheating in two seemingly unrelated places, schools and sumo wrestling. Under immense pressure to raise student test scores, some Chicago teachers altered exam answers. Algorithms caught them by spotting unnatural patterns. In Japan's sacred sport of sumo wrestling, a surprising gentleman's agreement emerges. When a wrestler needs one last win to maintain their ranking, opponents sometimes let them win. Honor meets corruption. If cheating can happen here, where else might it be lurking in plain sight? Did you know real estate agents often sell their own homes at higher prices, and for longer than their clients' homes? They have less pressure and greater insider knowledge. This phenomenon is called information asymmetry. Experts often hold the upper hand in negotiations, not just in real estate, but in car sales, healthcare, and more. So, next time you deal with an expert, remember, they may benefit from your lack of knowledge. Always research and question. Here's an interesting twist. Online dating data confirms a truth many suspect but hesitate to say aloud. Men prioritize women's looks and women value men's income. But there's a catch. When a woman earns too much, it can intimidate potential partners. Why do traditional gender roles still shape modern dating choices? These subtle biases reveal how deeply societal norms influence us, often without us realizing. Now let's talk about one of the book's most controversial claims, the drop in U.S. crime rates during the 1990s. While experts pointed to improved policing and demographics, Freakonomics suggests that legalized abortion in the 1970s may have been a factor. The theory is that fewer unwanted children, who statistically face higher risks of poverty and crime, meant fewer future criminals. It's a provocative idea, but remember, correlation doesn't always equal causation. This claim forces readers to think critically about the hidden connections in our world. Before we dive deeper into these insights, make sure to subscribe for more content that challenges the way you see the world. Another chapter looks at parenting. You've probably heard that reading to your kids and taking them to museums boosts academic success. But here's the twist. While those activities enrich a child's experiences, data shows they don't significantly improve grades. Genetics and socioeconomic background have a far greater impact. Does this mean good parenting doesn't matter? Not at all. It's about knowing what you can control. Focus on providing love and emotional stability rather than stressing over every little decision. Fear distorts our perception of risk. Take swimming pools, for example. They are statistically more dangerous to children than guns, but gun-related deaths dominate headlines. Our fear of rare events, like plane crashes, often outweighs the more mundane risks we face daily, like car accidents. And speaking of fear, let's touch on organ donation. Thousands die each year waiting for transplants, yet the current system relies entirely on altruism. Should we incentivize donations with financial rewards? It's a controversial question. Critics warn of exploitation, but the authors argue that creative solutions may be necessary to save lives. Sometimes challenging the status quo is the first step to meaningful change. Did you know terrorism can be analyzed through economic principles? Terrorist groups like businesses operate with limited resources. Their goal is to maximize impact with minimal expense. By understanding this strategy, governments can develop more effective counterterrorism measures. This perspective may seem cold, but it offers valuable insights into how to disrupt acts of terror before they happen. Now, let's move on to another taboo topic, prostitution. The authors explore how the industry has been reshaped by economic forces. Despite legal risks, the internet has made it easier to advertise and connect, which increased competition and drove prices down. Changes in social norms around relationships have also affected demand. This analysis treats prostitution as a market, revealing how even taboo topics follow the same principles of supply and demand. Before we wrap up, subscribe for daily videos that explore the unexpected connections shaping our world. Here's a surprising fact about names. Does your name impact your life? Freakonomics says yes. Names signal social and economic background. The book reveals that distinctively black names, for instance, can carry subtle disadvantages, not from direct discrimination but from hidden biases in perception. Using California birth records, the authors found that even within the same racial group, names reflect socioeconomic divides. This raises a profound question. How much does your name shape your destiny? One last example. Nylon stockings and voter turnout. When women gained the right to vote in the early 20th century, voter turnout was unexpectedly low. Some blamed political apathy, but Freakonomics offers a different reason: nylon stockings. They were a new, scarce product, and many women prioritized waiting in line for stockings over voting. It's a quirky but powerful example of how scarcity influences behavior. Freakonomics takes us from crack cocaine gangs to sumo wrestling to online dating, tying seemingly unrelated topics into a thought-provoking web of insights. The book challenges us to question our assumptions, think critically, and embrace a data-driven view of the world. So before you click on our next video, think about this. What hidden forces might be influencing your life right now?